Alright, so we got 3 hours and 4 minutes left until we hit Naval Station, Norfolk. Taking my mom to my job area. I had a nice couple days away from work. I had a nice leave, and now it's time to get back to work. It was well needed. I wish vacation was a bit longer, like a whole month. Because I spent 280 plus days away. I feel the least they could do is give us at least a whole month to get ourselves together. But that's unrealistic. Duty calls. How are you, Mom?
I'm good, thank God. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can't wait for us to get to where we are going.
Okay.
It's a 6-hour drive.
How are you feeling right now?
I feel good, despite sleeping for 3-4 hours. I feel good.
Okay.
I'm used to not getting much sleep, so this doesn't really feel terrible.
Okay. Well, I can safely say, back in the past, these are the roads I would have driven from New York to Maryland. Sometimes with you, sometimes all by myself. Don't ever recall feeling tired. No tired, no sleepiness, no drowsiness.
You probably sleep a good 8 hours before you drive.
Not necessarily. Not at all. I just drive. Now everything bothers me. The glare. The glare is my number one problem is the glare.
I did not understand the extent of which my mom had the driving issues until we drove today and realized she couldn't continue because the glare from the traffic behind us and in front of us.
Yeah, blindsided.
I don't know what that is like because I can drive at night. I can drive on highways and be fine.
Drive anywhere.
I can drive anywhere.
So what about the days I used to be driving? You talk about that.
Days used to be driving me?
Yeah, taking you up there.
Yes, I love being a passenger princess. All the time, like now, my mom would be driving, and I would be in the back sleeping.
Yeah, in my car seat.
In my car seat.
Yeah, those days.
I remember those days very clearly. She packed me a nice blanket in my car seat. I'm knocked out the whole ride, and just me and her. I don't know what's keeping my mom awake because I'm very quiet in the back. I don't think I was a talkative kid. I used to talk.
I would put a toy with you.
I used to talk a lot though.
You would talk, we would talk, but you just play with your toys and whatever, that you would have had. And that's about it. So now it's the other way around. Talk about it, the other way around.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the other way around because I'm an adult now. So there's more things for us to talk about. Talk about life, careers, a whole bunch of interesting things. Did you ever think the day would come so fast that I'd be here driving you around? Did you expect time to go that fast?
Not really, but I remember I did not even want you to drive in the first place.
That is so true. My mom did not want me driving. I had to buy my own car so I could start driving. Even then, she didn't want me driving my own car.
It was there later. Imagine you bought a car, your own car, and still you weren't driving it, right?
Exactly. And then I had to drive in stages. So there's times where my mom followed behind my car for me when I'm going to work, so she can make sure I'm driving properly, so she can feel comfortable.
Yeah.
That was very funny.
Yeah. Until you become a mother, then you would understand that everything your child does, your mom would be always skeptical and your mom would always have doubts.
Oh yes, hence why my mom's here with me right now. But I like the company anyway, because if it wasn't for the company, I'd probably be very tired.
Yeah.
It's the conversations that's keeping me up right now.
Yes. And life is pretty good so far. Even though in the early beginnings I used to try to advise you about your career path, and you wanted to do what you wanted to do.
I still like what I like, but you know, reality hits.
Yeah.
And then you gotta, you know, I didn't have the logic to think about my career back then. Neither did I have future vision. I just cared about the now.
Yeah.
Like what I want in the moment.
Yeah. You want to be a fashionista.
I still like acting and modeling. I probably won't model again, but I still like acting.
Yeah. When you think about career goals, you have to think about financial. You got to think about financial stability also.
Exactly.
You know?
I was chasing all these dreams, working jobs that will not give me financial stability, but I could have, while I was in school, but it would have made sense to be in school and do something that would give me financial stability and, you know, would help pay for what I actually want to do. Like that would have made more sense, but I didn't see that at the time. I was like, why would I do that? That doesn't make no sense. I want what I want, and I just have to believe in myself. It's just true.
Yeah.
Like if you believe in yourself enough, you'd make it. But I guess sometimes your passions change, and other things take priority over another.
So I'm happy you have gone past that way of thinking, because at the end of the day, you are an adult. You're going to become an adult, and you will be responsible for your life in general. And if you don't accomplish milestone after milestone, you get from point A to point B, then you're likely to become a statistic where your income may not afford you the amenities of life.
Well, I like expensive things like my mother, so therefore I gotta make
quality things.
Expensive things. Expensive but quality.
Quality things. I don't mind the quality things. If it's reasonable, I buy it too. You know? But you want to improve your standard of living. You want to know at the end of the day you go home to a beautiful home. You want to know you're able to pay your bills.
Exactly. I want to know that I will always be able to pay my bills. I will not have to worry about it.
You want to know that you don't have to cringe and make choices between paying my bills or going on a nice vacation somewhere in the tropics or Europe or somewhere. So these are things you put into perspective as you go through life stages, life journey. So, you know, it's always good to keep a level head, be open-minded, choose a career path. And what sometimes we don't realize, we are going to make mistakes, and many times reality check comes. You get a reality check, and that's when you have to stop and think, am I doing what do I get to accomplish? What is it can I get out of what I'm doing? Is this something that I'm going to be doing long term? How can I benefit from what I'm doing in a long term? So you just want to set your goals and try not to deviate too far from your goals. As I said, you know, life is not a smooth ride to success. There are going to be challenges along, and in the course of your challenges, that is when you realize that you're motivated to change course, but you change course for the better, and not to give you not to go into like a slippery slope. So you just have to work your goals. See, no one knows the future. No one can predict the future. Doesn't matter how much people might tell you, oh, I could read your hand, I could this, and this is what's going to happen to you. Nobody knows. Okay, the only person you can safely say knows who you are today, what you are, where you're going in life. It's God. Okay? And many times when we do things too, because through our lens, this is how we see life, and this is what we're trying to approach in order to accomplish something. Many times things happen and causes us to rethink plans, and then rethink your goals. Then when we meet challenges now, then you say, oh my gosh, it's a good thing I didn't do this, you know. I say, look what happened, you know, because I didn't do this or I didn't do that. Yeah, so basically, life is a journey, it's a challenge. It's not a bed of roses. So just sit back. I said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to be a millionaire, or next week I'm going to be a millionaire. Nothing comes easy in life. Nothing at all. You know? So we just got to take things in strides and hope for the better and put God first. You know, pray about everything. You know, worry about nothing, pray about everything. But some people give up so fast. And that is why we have, you know, social issues. Some people feel if they don't accomplish within a certain time, it's like the world caves in.
I feel that way sometimes. You know, you see all your peers who get it right early, but you know, everyone has a different path. We all think differently. As long as you are alive and you have breath in your lungs, there's always time to make things right.
Exactly.
My mom got her master's degree at, I won't give away age, but she got it later in life. And you know what? She's reaping what she sowed. She lives comfortably.
Yeah.
You know, she can afford to go where she wants.
Yeah, buy what she wants.
Buy what she wants.
Spend how she wants.
There's no age limit on success. It's either you feel like time is gonna pass anyways. It's either you feel like you're too old and you stay where you are, or you don't let age be a factor. You don't let time be a factor, because time will pass whether you act on, you know, trying to better yourself or not.
Yep.
Like, I almost didn't join the Navy. I was like, oh my gosh, by the time I get out, I'll be almost 30. But guess what? I will be 30 anyway. I'm still gonna be almost 30. So what am I gonna do within that time? Like, I still had a plan, but this just seemed like a better plan personally.
Yeah. And you get to see a lot of places that you always dreamed of.
Yes. Or I wouldn't have gone to these places otherwise.
It would have cost you a whole lot of money out of pocket. So while you're serving your country and you're giving back in a sense, you're still able to explore the world. But actually, you know, different countries, you see different cultures, you see people live their life in a way that you might not imagine. Who would think that you would be on a boat for months at a time, you know, enclosed in the water, just rocking your boat? Who would think
the water just rocking the boat?
Yeah. But it's a lot more to that.
Yeah, I never thought I'd join though. I never thought I'd be in the military. It was never something that I thought was in my cards.
Yeah.
I was like, if you join the military, bad things happen. Because I was growing up during 9/11 and you'd see the fallen soldiers come on the TV, and I'm like, why would I do that?
Yeah. Okay. You gotta say thank God for America. America doesn't want war.
Yeah, America doesn't want war. Or if anything, our job is to deter war. We are peacemakers, but we don't stand bullies. We don't tolerate bullies.
But why did they have us driving this route? This route you came?
Yeah. Yeah, we had to drive through towns with me and my dad.
We should have stayed on the 95.
We had to drive through towns like this.
I wonder why, because
we on here for 47 miles, so this is a straight drive.
But you know, because here, when I would have taken the 95 to go to Maryland, it would always show me the sign to Virginia. You know?
I'm just following the GPS.
The GPS taking you the longest way around. But I know if I'm on the 95, maybe we should get back on the 95. This is going too slow. You know?
I think this is the fastest route that it gave me.
This cannot be the fastest route. Or maybe it's rush hour or something on the night. Maybe it's rush hour, I would think. I don't even know where we are. Where are we?
Still in Delaware.
We still in Delaware?
Yeah, I saw some Delaware license plates.
No, that's not necessarily Delaware, no. We probably heading to we have not even, did we reach Philadelphia?
You gotta check your maps.
These are local roads. We're not gonna get them by 12 o'clock if we continue like this.
Well, we've been driving straight for the most part. Maybe like 1 or 2 stoplights. But
Yeah, but this is taking longer because we have to go through, stop signs and all those things. But the speed limit here is 50 miles an hour. So why are we going so slow? So maybe we should just get out from this lane and try to drive a little faster. And I think the traffic is building up too. No? Huh?
I don't think so.
Chick-fil-A.
Mommy, your question sounded so funny. Americans, you say, huh? You say, huh? Huh?
Well, how Americans say?
Huh?
And what I say?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, my culture is in my DNA.
Or a lot of guys be like, eh?
Yeah, Trini,
Yeah.
Del Mar from
Oh, speaking of that, so we was watching a show on TV, and with my coworkers, they're mostly white, and one of them found it funny that like an argument was started just because someone said and he's like, how is someone mad over AA? He don't know how to pronounce it. It's he's like AA. I'm like, well, I explained to him like is a universal thing.
Way of gesture.
It's a universal gesture. Just depending on tone, it can affect how.
Move from behind this thing.
This big truck coming.
Would you buy this house? It's for sale.
No. I'm not trying to live in the middle of nowhere.
I'm trying to move a little fast.
Yeah, it could be a nice thing or a shady thing, just depending on the tone. That's what I had to explain. Still thought it was funny.
Yeah. You could use it in so many different ways. You could use it as a compliment as well as a surprise.
Yeah.
Or
look who you are.
Yeah.
Well, that could be two things as well.
Yeah.
That could be like look like a nice thing of wow, look at you, or wow, look at your condition type.
Yeah.
Just depends.
Or it could be use it in a sarcastic way.
Yeah.
Or you're not looking good. It's you know.
Or somebody gets you upset. I ain't know me and you living like this.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of different.
Did you try to speak Jamaican when you were away?
Only with my Caribbean friends.
Yeah.
I don't really speak like that to anyone who's not.
No, because they won't understand.
But one of my friends, he's American, he's black dog. He's like, he was explaining how we sound, and it was so funny how he described it. He said we sound so aggressive.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and it don't sound like English.
It does sound like English.
Patois. Not saying I'm the best at speaking Patois. I'm not. I'm more fluent in Guyanese Creolese because that's just what I was around more.
Yeah.
But it's still funny that, to them it doesn't sound like it's English.
Lorton like to say that. What a thing,
Yeah. I'm
Mm.
trying to figure out, what do Americans say? What is our gesture that's like universal? I don't even know.
I sometimes hear what's the name, but I don't remember. Okay. I don't like this thing moving too slow, Danica. South. Yeah, I got it for 12 o'clock.
I'm going there for 12:15.
For now, until, So this is the road you use when you come in?
Yeah, me and my dad have to pass through little towns like this.
Oh.
The town goes on for like 50 miles.
Oh. It's a back road. I would have taken the 95. I think the 95 south is faster.
I have no clue because I don't really drive that way.
Because you don't have no traffic lights. So
I mean, these roads are pretty long though, with no traffic lights. Like you drive for some time. Mom, we should do a red table talk.
they cancel the other one.